You were born with greatness inside of you. The very fact that you are here, alive, breathing, and capable speaks to the potential that lies within you. But greatness is not something that is just given, it's something that is built. It is not enough to be alive. You must decide to live with purpose, to become the best version of yourself. The road to your best self starts with a decision to rise above your circumstances, your limitations, and your past. Too often we let the world define who we are. We listen to the opinions of others, and we measure ourselves against the standards they set. But let me tell you this, the world does not define your worth. Your worth is determined by your purpose, your values, and your relentless pursuit of becoming who you were always meant to be. To make yourself your best self, you first must understand that you are a work in progress. You are not finished. You are not stagnant. Every day is an opportunity to grow, to improve, and to move closer to that vision of the person you can be. Understand that greatness is not something that happens overnight. It is not a destination. It is a journey, a continuous process of refinement. The best self is not a product of just wishing and hoping. It is the result of hard work, discipline, and the refusal to settle for mediocrity. Every small effort you put in today compounds into something great tomorrow. The books you read, the habits you form, the people you surround yourself with, all of these contribute to the person you are becoming. They shape your future, mold your mind, and guide your actions. But you cannot do this alone. You need to invest in yourself. Invest in your mind, your body, and your spirit. Read the books that challenge you. Take the courses that will sharpen your skills. Seek out mentors who will help you see your potential when you cannot. You must surround yourself with greatness to become great. Without a vision, you are like a ship without a rudder, drifting, aimless, and lost. But with a clear vision, you have direction. You know where you're going, and you have the strength to push through the obstacles that will inevitably come your way. A vision is your roadmap. It gives you purpose, and it empowers you to stay focused even when times get tough. But a vision alone is not enough. You must have the courage to act on it. You must take the steps, no matter how small, to bring that vision into reality. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it may never come. Just make the moment perfect through your actions. It's about being better than you were yesterday. It's about the daily pursuit of growth, not comparison. Compete with yourself. Strive to be the best version of you. When you do this, you set yourself free. Free from judgment, free from regret, and free from the pressure of living up to others' expectations. You are enough, but you can always be more. You can always be better. The journey to your best self requires patience, persistence, and perseverance. Don't be discouraged by setbacks, and don't be defined by failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of the process. Every failure teaches you something new. Every mistake brings you one step closer to the person you are destined to be. But your best self is waiting for you. It is not a future event. It is a present decision. Make the choice today to become who you are truly meant to be. Let go of what holds you back and walk forward in faith, in power, and in purpose. Become the person you've always known you could be, the best version of yourself. Commitment to constant improvement is the foundation upon which success is built. It is the key to unlocking your fullest potential and achieving greatness in every aspect of your life. Too many people wait for the perfect moment to take action, or they seek instant results, but true growth comes through consistent incremental efforts over time. This idea is not about waiting for everything to align perfectly. It's about creating a mindset that embraces the ongoing process of learning, adapting, and evolving. And it's about taking ownership of your own growth, recognizing that your future self will be the result of the choices and actions you take today. To commit to constant improvement means that you have to let go of the idea of perfection. Perfection is a dangerous myth because it paralyzes us, causing us to hesitate, to second guess, and to ultimately stop moving forward. But improvement is the opposite of perfection. Improvement is the relentless pursuit of progress, no matter how small. It's the mindset that says, I may not be perfect, but I will always be better than I was yesterday. This mindset opens up endless possibilities because it allows you to embrace failure, not as something that defeats you, but as something that teaches you valuable lessons. Constant improvement requires patience. It requires the understanding that success doesn't come overnight. There's no such thing as an instant success story. Behind every person who achieves greatness is a long road of hard work, setbacks, and perseverance. But you will encounter challenges along the way, moments when progress seems slow or when it feels like you're taking 2 steps backward for every step forward. But this is all part of the journey. Growth rarely happens in a straight line, but if you keep showing up and doing the work, you will see progress. The key is consistency. Each day that you choose to show up, to push through the tough moments, to put in the work, you are building a foundation for future success. That's one of the most important aspects of constant improvement, is developing the ability to reflect and adjust. Many people work hard but fail to pause and assess whether their efforts are yielding the results they desire. Without reflection, improvement becomes aimless. It's like driving without a map. You may be putting in the miles, but you're not sure if you're heading in the right direction. Take the time to evaluate your actions, your habits, and your routines. Are they getting you closer to your goals? Are there patterns of behavior that are holding you back, or areas where you could be more efficient? The process of self-assessment is a critical component of constant improvement because it helps you make the necessary adjustments along the way. Part of committing to constant improvement is developing a growth mindset. This term, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, refers to the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed over time through hard work, dedication, and learning. A growth mindset is essential because it shifts the focus from "I can't do this" to "I can't do this yet." This subtle shift in language changes your approach to challenges. Instead of viewing failure as a reflection of your inadequacy, you begin to see it as an opportunity for learning and growth. Embracing a growth mindset allows you to embrace challenges, take on difficult tasks, and stretch yourself beyond your comfort zone. Then the more you stretch, the more you grow. Another important aspect of constant improvement is setting clear and achievable goals. Improvement is most effective when it is intentional. Without clear goals, it's easy to get lost or distracted. Your goals provide a roadmap for your efforts, a clear destination that you can work towards. These goals should be specific, measurable, and realistic, but they should also be challenging enough to push you beyond your current capabilities. Break down your larger goals into smaller, more manageable tasks that you can tackle day by day. The act of accomplishing these smaller tasks builds momentum and confidence, which propels you forward towards your larger aspirations. There will be times when you may feel like giving up, when the challenges seem too great, or when you wonder if the effort is worth it. In these moments, the commitment to constant improvement becomes even more crucial. And it's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, but the true test of your resolve comes when things get difficult. This is when the commitment to your own growth is tested. It's in these moments that you must dig deep, remind yourself of your goals, and push forward despite the discomfort. That's when you choose to keep going. Even when the path is hard, you develop resilience. And resilience is a powerful force. It's the ability to keep moving forward even when you feel like quitting. Another important element of constant improvement is the understanding that growth is holistic. You cannot isolate one aspect of your life and neglect the others. To truly improve, you must work on yourself in every area: mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. And your mind is your most powerful tool, so nurturing it through learning, reading, and challenging your thinking is essential. But your body too requires attention. Physical health plays a significant role in how well you perform in all other areas of life. Exercise, nutrition, and rest all impact your ability to focus, your energy levels, and your overall well-being. Emotional and spiritual health are just as important. Being in touch with your emotions, understanding yourself, and cultivating inner peace are key components of sustainable growth. Growth is not just about what you do, it's about who you are becoming. The commitment to improvement must extend beyond your professional life into every area of your being. Goal improvement also involves discipline. Discipline is the ability to stay focused, to resist distractions, and to consistently do the things that will bring you closer to your goals. It's about choosing to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. It's the quiet, steady force that moves you forward, even when the world around you is chaotic. To improve constantly, you must learn to develop discipline in your actions, in your habits, and in your mindset. This discipline will eventually become second nature and will carry you through the moments when things seem impossible. As you commit to constant improvement, remember that the journey is ongoing. There is no endpoint to growth. The more you improve, the more you realize how much potential you have yet to unlock. That each accomplishment is just the beginning of a new phase of growth, and each setback is an opportunity to learn and refine your approach. The most successful people are those who never stop improving. They are always seeking ways to grow, always pushing themselves to reach new heights, always committed to becoming the best version of themselves. So ultimately, the commitment to constant improvement is a choice that you make every day. It's not a one-time decision, but a daily practice that requires dedication, consistency, and patience. But the rewards are beyond measure. The more you commit to improvement, the more you will realize your potential, and the more fulfilling your life will become. The journey of constant improvement is not easy, but it is always worth it. Investing in yourself is one of the most powerful choices you can make in life. It is the foundation of personal growth, success, and long-term fulfillment. Too often we focus on external circumstances or wait for others to validate our work, but the truth is that the greatest investment you will ever make is in your own development. That your potential is limitless, and the best way to unlock it is by dedicating time, energy, and resources to improving yourself. When you invest in yourself, you are giving yourself the tools to shape your future, to reach higher goals, and to create a life that reflects your true capabilities. To invest in yourself means to take ownership of your own growth and future. It's about recognizing that you are your greatest asset. Then the way you treat yourself, the choices you make for your well-being, and the steps you take to better your skills and mindset are all reflections of the value you place on yourself. It is far too easy to become complacent, to go through life just meeting the bare minimum, or to focus entirely on the needs of others while neglecting your own growth. However, when you invest in yourself, you elevate your life and open up possibilities that were once beyond your reach. Investing in yourself begins with understanding the importance of lifelong learning. The world is changing rapidly, and the skills and knowledge you acquired yesterday may not be enough to carry you through tomorrow. By committing to constant learning, you are future-proofing yourself. The investment you make in education, whether formal or informal, expands your knowledge, sharpens your mind, and equips you with the tools to adapt to the ever-changing demands of life and work. This doesn't mean you need to go back to school or enroll in expensive courses, although that can be part of it, but it's about adopting a mindset of continual growth. That you can read books, attend seminars, listen to podcasts, or engage in online learning platforms that fit your schedule and interests. Every bit of knowledge you gain adds value to who you are and what you can offer to the world. The more you learn, the more doors open, and the more equipped you are to make informed decisions, solve problems, and build a successful future. But education is only one part of investing in yourself. Another critical component is focusing on your physical health. Your body is the vessel through which you experience life, and without taking care of it, everything else becomes harder. Investing in your health is about making conscious choices to improve your physical well-being, eating nutritious foods, exercising regularly, and getting enough rest. This investment doesn't just mean hitting the gym or eating a salad. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports your body's ability to perform at its best. Regular exercise boosts your energy, improves your mental clarity, and strengthens your immune system. A healthy body allows you to be more productive, more focused, and more capable of handling the challenges that come your way. When you neglect your physical health, you hinder your ability to live fully and reach your potential. Making your health a priority is an investment that will pay off in all areas of your life. Equally important is the need to invest in your mental and emotional well-being. Your mind is a powerful tool, and without taking care of your mental health, even the best strategies for success can be ineffective. And investing in your mental well-being means practicing self-awareness, mindfulness, and stress management. It means learning how to manage your thoughts, to confront negative patterns, and to replace self-doubt with self-confidence. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and in many ways it drives the choices you make in life. If you are mentally exhausted, anxious, or overwhelmed, it becomes nearly impossible to make clear, rational decisions. That's why you must learn how to nurture your mental health through practices like meditation, journaling, therapy, or simply taking time each day to relax and reset. Taking care of your emotions, learning to process them, understand them, and express them in healthy ways allows you to build resilience and navigate life's challenges with greater ease. Investing in yourself also means focusing on your personal relationships. While it's important to build your skills, health, and mind, it's equally important to foster deep, meaningful connections with others. It's like you don't exist in isolation. Your relationships shape your happiness, your growth, and your outlook on life. Investing in the relationships that matter most means nurturing your friendships, spending time with family, and creating a network of people who support and encourage you. These relationships offer wisdom, perspective, and emotional support that can guide you through difficult times and help you celebrate your successes. Surrounding yourself with positive, inspiring people is a form of investment because it challenges you to become better, pushes you to grow, and reminds you of your potential when you need it the most. However, personal growth requires more than just learning and building relationships. It also requires investing time in developing your character. Who you are at your core determines the kind of life you lead and the impact you have on others. Investing in your character involves developing traits such as integrity, patience, perseverance, and empathy. These qualities build your personal foundation, helping you stay grounded in the face of success or adversity. Character is what sustains you when times get tough, and it is what others will remember you for. Building a strong, virtuous character is an investment in your legacy, ensuring that your life has purpose and meaning. And it's not enough to achieve external success. You must become the kind of person who deserves that success. No, along with character, investing in yourself means taking ownership of your finances. Financial literacy is a crucial part of building a strong future. Without a solid understanding of money, you limit your ability to create opportunities and secure the life you want. Invest time in learning how to manage your finances, whether it's budgeting, saving, investing, or simply understanding how money works. This investment will not only provide you with security, but it will also allow you to pursue your dreams with confidence. Financial freedom gives you the power to make choices that align with your goals and values, and it gives you the peace of mind to focus on personal growth without the constant worry of financial instability. Another important aspect of investing in yourself is developing a sense of purpose. Life without purpose is like a ship without a destination. Purpose provides you with direction, motivation, and clarity. That it fuels your ambitions and guides your decisions. When you invest time in discovering what truly drives you, you unlock a deep well of passion and determination that propels you forward. Purpose gives meaning to your efforts and helps you stay committed when the going gets tough. Because whether it's through spiritual growth, creative pursuits, or career goals, finding your purpose allows you to live with intention and focus, knowing that each step you take brings you closer to fulfilling your potential. The act of investing in yourself requires vulnerability. It means admitting that you have room for improvement, that you are not perfect, and that you have the capacity to evolve into something greater. This vulnerability is a sign of strength, not weakness, because it shows your willingness to grow and change. It is through this vulnerability that you open the door to self-discovery, learning, and transformation. As you invest in yourself, you embrace the process of becoming not just reaching your goals, but becoming the person capable of achieving them. That when you invest in yourself, you make a conscious decision to prioritize your future over your present comfort. It requires dedication, sacrifice, and consistency. But the rewards of such an investment are immeasurable. That you become a stronger, wiser, more capable version of yourself, ready to face any challenge and seize any opportunity that comes your way. In the end, the best investment you will ever make is the one you make in yourself, for it is the key to a life of purpose, success, and fulfillment. Having a clear vision is the single most important thing you can have to guide your life and your efforts. Without a clear vision, you are like a ship sailing without a compass, moving aimlessly with no direction or purpose. Many people live their lives with vague goals, unsure of what they really want or how to achieve it. They go through the motions, getting caught up in the demands of everyday life, reacting to circumstances rather than actively shaping their futures. A clear vision, on the other hand, provides the roadmap for your life. It is the mental picture of what you want to achieve, the destination you're headed toward, and the driving force that will keep you motivated even during the toughest times. And when you have a clear vision, you know exactly where you are going. This clarity makes it easier to make decisions because every choice you face can be measured against your vision. Will this decision get me closer to where I want to go? Does it align with my long-term goals? These questions become second nature when you have a clear vision in place. It becomes the lens through which you view opportunities and challenges. Without a vision, it's easy to become distracted by short-term pleasures or immediate rewards that may seem appealing in the moment, but ultimately lead you away from your true purpose. A clear vision helps you set specific, actionable goals. When you can clearly define what you want, it's easy to break it down into smaller, manageable steps. These goals provide direction and a sense of accomplishment as you work toward them. Having concrete goals that align with your vision allows you to track your progress and celebrate small victories along the way. Each step forward brings you closer to your ultimate vision, and with each success, you gain more confidence in your ability to achieve what you set out to do. This sense of progress keeps you motivated even when the journey feels long or difficult. The vision also helps you prioritize. Life is full of distractions and opportunities that may seem appealing, but not everything is worth your time and energy. When you have a clear vision, you can evaluate every opportunity against your long-term goals. Okay, you can ask yourself whether this new project, relationship, or venture aligns with your vision or whether it will pull you away from it. A clear vision allows you to focus your energy on what matters most and avoid wasting time on things that don't contribute to your growth or success. Now, it teaches you to say no to things that don't serve your purpose, allowing you to create space for the things that truly matter. So one of the most important benefits of having a clear vision is that it helps you stay focused. Life is filled with noise, distractions, opinions, and influences that try to pull your attention in different directions. Without a clear vision, it's easy to get lost in all the noise and forget why you started in the first place. But when you have a vision, you are grounded. You know your why, and that becomes your anchor. Even when things get tough or when obstacles arise, you can return to your vision for strength and inspiration. It helps you remember what you are working toward, why it matters, and why you cannot afford to give up. This unwavering focus allows you to push through challenges and remain committed to your goals. A clear vision also helps you develop a sense of purpose. Purpose is the driving force that motivates you to get up every morning, to give your best effort, and to keep moving forward when things feel difficult. Because when you know exactly what you want to achieve, you connect with something deeper than just a list of tasks. Your vision gives your efforts meaning. It reminds you that what you are doing is not just for the sake of doing it, but for the fulfillment of a bigger goal. This sense of purpose transforms mundane tasks into meaningful actions, whether it's working on your business, learning a new skill, or spending time with loved ones. Your vision helps you find meaning in everything you do. A clear vision also enables you to overcome fear and doubt. When you are unsure of what you want or where you are going, it's easy to be overwhelmed by fear and uncertainty. But when your vision is crystal clear, fear loses its power. You know exactly what you want, and you are willing to face whatever challenges come your way in order to achieve it. This clarity provides the confidence needed to take bold steps, even in the face of fear. And you understand that fear is just a part of the journey, not an obstacle that stops you. And one of the biggest mistakes people make when it comes to their vision is not being specific enough. Many people say they want to be successful or happy, but these goals are too vague to be actionable. Success means different things to different people, and happiness is a feeling that can come from many sources. To create a truly powerful vision, you must define it with precision. What does success look like to you? As what does happiness look like? How will you measure it? The more specific your vision, the clearer the path to achieving it becomes. A vague vision may leave you wandering aimlessly, but a specific, well-defined vision gives you a map and a set of directions to follow. Another crucial aspect of having a clear vision is flexibility. While your vision should remain constant, the path to achieving it may not always be linear. Life is full of surprises, and sometimes the road to success takes unexpected turns. Having a clear vision doesn't mean rigidly following a set plan without room for adaptation. It means being willing to adjust your methods as you go along without losing sight of the destination. Flexibility allows you to adapt to new opportunities, overcome unforeseen challenges, and adjust your approach without losing momentum. It's about staying focused on the end goal while being open to the journey that unfolds along the way. A clear vision also provides motivation and drive. When you have a clear picture of your future, you have something to look forward to. It becomes the reason you wake up early, the reason you push through fatigue, and the reason you persevere when things get tough. A vision gives you the energy to keep going, even when the results are not immediate. It fuels your determination and keeps you engaged in the process. Without a vision, motivation can fizzle out, and you may find yourself feeling aimless and uninspired. But when your vision is clear, every effort you make feels like it's moving you closer to something meaningful. As you continue to work towards your vision, remember that it is not something that happens overnight. Building a clear vision takes time and self-reflection. It requires you to dig and ask yourself what truly matters to you. Tell them, what kind of life do you want to lead? What kind of person do you want to become? It requires understanding your values, your strengths, and your passions. Once you have clarity on these things, your vision will come into focus and it will serve as a powerful force driving you forward. In the end, having a clear vision is not just about achieving specific goals. It's about becoming the person you were always meant to be. It's about living a life of purpose, direction, and meaning. A clear vision gives you the roadmap, the motivation, and the confidence to take bold steps toward the future you want to create. It helps you stay focused, overcome obstacles, and make choices that align with your deepest desires. And most importantly, it allows you to create a life that is true to who you are and who you aspire to become. Competing with yourself is a concept that goes beyond the traditional notion of rivalry with others. It's a mindset that focuses on self-improvement, self-discipline, and self-mastery. In a world where comparison to others is a common habit, competing with yourself offers a different approach, a path that is rooted in personal growth rather than external validation. It's about constantly striving to be better than you were yesterday, setting new standards for yourself, and pushing your limits to unlock your true potential. Guess when you compete with yourself, you are not concerned with what others are doing. Your only focus is on how you can become the best version of yourself. At its core, competing with yourself is about measuring progress against your own benchmarks. It's easy to get distracted by the achievements of others, especially in a world that celebrates competition. However, when you constantly look at others as your measure of success, you risk losing sight of your own unique journey. Everyone has different circumstances, different talents, and different challenges. Past what works for one person may not work for you, and vice versa. When you compete with yourself, you set your own goals and define your own standards. You focus on becoming a better version of yourself based on your personal abilities, not someone else's. And one of the most powerful aspects of competing with yourself is that it allows you to redefine success on your own terms. Society often defines success in terms of wealth, status, or external recognition, but that these metrics are fleeting and unreliable because they are external and subject to change. Competing with yourself means defining success based on personal growth, accomplishment, and fulfillment. As success is not about keeping up with others, it's about surpassing your previous limitations, improving your skills, and achieving your own personal goals. The satisfaction that comes from knowing you've improved, whether in small ways or significant ways, is far more rewarding than any accolade or recognition from the outside world. So when you compete with yourself, you embrace the process of growth rather than obsessing over results. This mindset shifts your focus from the destination to the journey. Many people become discouraged when they set a goal and don't reach it immediately. They feel like they failed, and this often leads them to give up altogether. But the real power lies in continuing to push forward, even when progress seems slow. Competing with yourself means accepting that growth is a process, and the effort you put in today will pay off in the long run. It's about committing to doing your best every single day, no matter the immediate outcome. You start to see every challenge as an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. It becomes less about winning and more about evolving into a better version of yourself with each step. Another key aspect of competing with yourself is developing resilience. Life is full of obstacles and setbacks, and when you are solely focused on competing with others, you may be tempted to quit when things don't go your way. But competing with yourself strengthens your ability to bounce back after failure. You develop the mindset that failure is not the end, it's simply a part of the process. Every time you fail, you have the opportunity to learn something new, to refine your approach, and to grow stronger. This resilience enables you to stay committed to your goals, even when the path is not smooth. Competing with yourself means recognizing that every setback is just another lesson on your journey to success. It allows you to view challenges as stepping stones, not roadblocks. But in the process of competing with yourself, you also learn to set realistic expectations and practice patience. Often we expect instant results, especially in today's world of fast-paced technology and social media. But growth takes time, and it's important to be patient with yourself. When you compete with yourself, you learn to set achievable goals that stretch your abilities without overwhelming you. This allows you to build momentum, gradually setting yourself up for long-term success. So competing with yourself means understanding that progress doesn't always happen overnight, and that the work you put in today is preparing you for bigger wins in the future. It teaches you to stay focused on your long-term vision, even when immediate results are not visible. Moreover, competing with yourself also means embracing self-discipline. Discipline is the foundation of any meaningful achievement. When you compete with yourself, you set high standards and hold yourself accountable to meet them. So you take ownership of your actions and recognize that success requires consistent effort, even when motivation wanes. Self-discipline is about sticking to your commitments, even when it's challenging or when it feels easier to give up. It's about doing the things you know you should do, not just the things you feel like doing in the moment. Competing with yourself requires you to create habits that align with your vision of who you want to become. That means doing the hard work day in and day out without expected shortcuts or easy paths. This consistency builds character and reinforces the importance of staying committed to your own growth. Competing with yourself also teaches you to embrace discomfort. Growth is never comfortable. In fact, it's often found in the moments when you push yourself beyond your limits, face difficult challenges, and step into the unknown. That when you compete with yourself, you learn to embrace the discomfort that comes with pushing your boundaries. You understand that growth requires stepping out of your comfort zone and facing your fears head on. This willingness to step into discomfort not only leads to personal growth, but also builds confidence. As you overcome obstacles and face challenges, you realize that you are capable of far more than you initially thought. This increased self-belief strengthens your ability to take on even bigger challenges in the future. An important part of competing with yourself is the ability to reflect on your progress. It's easy to get caught up in the rush of everyday life and overlook the small victories. When you compete with yourself, you make time to reflect on how far you've come. God, you look back on your achievements, no matter how small, and acknowledge the effort you've put into reaching them. This reflection allows you to appreciate the progress you've made, which fuels your motivation to keep moving forward. Celebrating your growth rather than only focusing on where you have yet to go creates a sense of fulfillment and keeps you energized. Competing with yourself also teaches you the value of consistency over time. It's not about making big leaps in a short period, but about making small, consistent improvements day by day. At each time you show up for yourself, even when it feels like progress is slow, you are building the momentum that will eventually lead to significant results. Success is not about a single victory, but about the compounded effect of consistent effort. Competing with yourself means recognizing the power of daily habits, small wins, and steady growth. It's about developing the discipline to keep showing up even when results aren't immediately obvious, knowing that your efforts are building towards something bigger. Because in the end, competing with yourself is about creating a life where you are constantly growing, evolving, and reaching for your highest potential. It's not about comparing yourself to anyone else or seeking external validation. It's about focusing on your own journey, your own growth, and your own achievements. When you make the choice to compete with yourself, you take full responsibility for your future. You stop waiting for the world to change or for someone else to give you permission to succeed. And make the conscious decision to challenge yourself, push your boundaries, and become the best version of yourself. It's a journey that requires commitment, patience, resilience, and discipline, but the rewards are immeasurable. By competing with yourself, you unlock your true potential and create a life that is uniquely yours, one step at a time. Failure is not the end, it's an essential part of the journey towards success. In a world where success is often glorified, failure is seen as something to avoid, something to be ashamed of. However, those who truly understand the path to greatness know that failure is an inevitable and necessary component of growth. It's through failure that we learn, adapt, and become stronger. Embracing failure as part of the journey means accepting that setbacks are not signs of defeat, but opportunities for learning and self-improvement. It's about reframing how we view failure, not as a final destination, but as a stepping stone to something greater. How many people fear failure because it challenges their sense of identity and self-worth? We live in a society that often places high value on success and achievements, making failure seem like something shameful. But in truth, every successful person has faced failure at some point. The key difference is that those who succeed are not defined by their failures, but by how they respond to them. They understand that failure is not a reflection of their abilities or potential, but a natural part of the process. When you embrace failure, you stop seeing it as a negative experience and begin to recognize it as an essential part of personal and professional growth. Failure is not something to be feared, but something to be welcomed. It is through failure that we learn what doesn't work. Every mistake, every misstep teaches us valuable lessons. When we succeed on the first try, we don't always learn the depth of what it takes to reach our goals. Success without failure can lead to complacency, and complacency stunts growth, but failure forces us to reevaluate our strategies, reconsider our approaches, and often innovate in ways we would never have considered otherwise. The discomfort, frustration of failure are where true learning happens. It is in those moments of struggle that we develop resilience, problem-solving skills, and creativity. The challenge is not to avoid failure, but to understand how to use it as a tool for improvement. Embracing failure also means letting go of the fear of being judged or criticized. One of the biggest obstacles to growth is the fear of what others will think when we fail. This fear holds us back from taking risks, from stepping outside our comfort zones, and from truly challenging ourselves. But when we begin to embrace failure, we realize that it doesn't matter what others think. People who have never failed have never pushed themselves beyond their limits. Those who criticize failure have often never tried to do something extraordinary. True growth happens in the face of adversity, and the only way to grow is to take risks and to fail along the way. By letting go of the fear of judgment, we free ourselves to pursue our goals with courage and determination. Thus, one of the most powerful aspects of embracing failure is that it builds resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after setbacks, to keep going when things get tough, and to maintain a sense of hope and purpose despite challenges. Without failure, there is no need for resilience. When things are easy, it's easy to stay motivated. But when things get difficult, that's when resilience is truly tested. Failure teaches us how to persevere. That it shows us that success isn't guaranteed and that the journey will be filled with obstacles. But it also teaches us that those obstacles are not permanent. Failure is temporary, but the lessons it imparts last a lifetime. Thus, with each failure, we learn to pick ourselves up, to try again, and to keep moving forward. Failure also teaches us humility. It's easy to become arrogant or complacent when things are going well, but failure has a way of reminding us that we are not infallible. It forces us to confront our limitations, to acknowledge where we went wrong, and to take responsibility for our mistakes. Humility is essential for growth because it allows us to remain open to new ideas and feedback. When we embrace failure, we realize that we don't know everything and that there is always room for improvement. Failure helps us stay grounded, reminding us that success is not a result of our inherent superiority, but of hard work, persistence, and the ability to learn from our mistakes. Thus, when we embrace failure as part of the journey, we also learn to be patient with ourselves in our fast-paced world where instant gratification is the norm. Failure can feel like a setback that we need to fix immediately. However, true growth takes time. It requires patience and persistence. Failure is not something to be rushed through or avoided. It's something to be experienced and reflected upon. Patience allows us to process our failures, to understand why they happen, and to figure out how we can do better next time. When we give ourselves the time and space to grow from failure, we develop a deeper sense of self-compassion. That we stop being so hard on ourselves and start seeing ourselves as works in progress. Embracing failure means accepting that growth is a process and it's okay to take time to get where we want to be. Failure also provides us with clarity. When things go wrong, it forces us to reflect on our goals, our values, and our approach. Often, failure provides us with a clearer understanding of what we truly want. That sometimes we set out on a path thinking we know what we want, only to realize that it isn't what fulfills us. Failure brings that realization to light. It allows us to course correct and adjust our strategies, ensuring that we stay aligned with our true purpose. Failure is not a roadblock, but a compass that guides us toward a more authentic and meaningful path. It helps us to redefine our priorities, eliminate distractions, and focus on what really matters. Another powerful aspect of embracing failure is that it helps us build a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset see failure as an opportunity to learn and improve, while those with a fixed mindset see it as evidence of their limitations. Because when we embrace failure, we shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. We start to see challenges as opportunities for development rather than threats to our self-worth. This shift in perspective allows us to take more risks, try new things, and push ourselves further than we ever thought possible. A growth mindset turns failure into a springboard for success, and it allows us to see setbacks as temporary detours rather than permanent obstacles. The most successful people in the world have failed numerous times. They didn't become successful by avoiding failure. They became successful by learning from it. Each failure is a lesson, a chance to improve, and a step closer to the person we are meant to be. Because when we embrace failure, we stop fearing it and start using it to propel us forward. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a necessary part of the journey toward it. By accepting failure as a natural and necessary part of life, we open ourselves up to the possibility of achieving greatness. We stop viewing failure as an end and start seeing it as the beginning of a new chapter in our personal growth, a new opportunity to learn, and a new chance to rise higher than before.